Good evening, everybody, and welcome into Godsend Adventures, Facebook on Kurt Sandin. And thank you, everybody, for definitely going to Primal Strike Baits on Facebook. It's across the header tonight. You guys have made it so we can now go live on that. We'll start getting everything set up so that we can do some lives on that one as well, too. So thank you for that. Just what a blessing. We've really been blessed by all of you guys, and we just want to say thank you for that. Guys, it's time for Peel the Reel, right? I love this time of the year. Those salmon are out, they're active. Tomorrow morning, I will be out with Dustin Boatwright, and we will be out salmon fishing, and we're going to try an experiment tomorrow morning on the new sirens, right? So we've got the colors on there, and I really appreciate all the orders. Now I get to order some more really cool stuff, you guys, because there's some colors out there that I wanted. They're very expensive. The price will stay the same on these guys, right? But yeah, those colors I think are going to be real fish catchers. So I'm real excited about that. We'll stop by the manufacturer tomorrow and holler at them. Everybody's orders are out except for that I ran out of the chartreuse. So that's coming in tomorrow. So no worries. Those orders will go out real quick on those as well. Curtis Blair, welcome in. Jeff Stroger, welcome in. And I know you guys are just like me. You love the peel of that reel. You know, that's a when I'm fishing, I don't care if I catch the fish. I just want to see the drag go. It's just so much fun, right? So um, I spent some time talking to ODFW today. I'll fill you guys in on that. The IP25 is going well. We know that IP28 didn't make its first hurdle. And welcome in, Chase and Chrome. It did not make its first hurdle, so we're excited about that. Um, just all kinds of really good things happening, right? So I'm just really, really happy to say, and everybody, please, your prayers for Dustin. He was out to having the boat welded yesterday, and he was a little bit too close to the flash from the arc welder, or not arc welder, the gas welder for the aluminum, and he did burn his eyes. So please be thinking about him. Although he was out crabbing today, that's one tough young man. But we'll be out with him tomorrow, so there will be a video for that, guys. And I have some other information from the Catahoe. Captain Caleb, Captain Redbeard, as I call him, because he's got a big red beard. He filled me in on something that you guys should all think about, and that is that if the ocean is rough, right, and you're over, um, I actually had some people that were in Winchester, and to take the drive to Depot Bay might be a little bit of a drive, but they're on a vacation and they're here for a week. So those big charter boats can get out past those jetties and all the rest of that. So if you're stuck sitting there at the trader and you're on vacation, call your local charter guy and see if they're still going out for the day, right? So that was an important part, and thank you that for that, Caleb. That little tip, and Caleb. So we'll go ahead and jump into the fishing report then. So Caleb actually told me that the rockfish guys are just off the chain still. They are catching the cabezon, which we can now keep because it's after July the 1st, and they're biting. So now is the time to go pick up that cabezon. That meat out of that fish is very extraordinary. There's a lot of things that you can do with it, and I highly recommend looking up those recipes for those. Um, because that they're a tasty fish. Uh, I think that they have a texture that's different than any other fish that I've ever caught. So, and I like the taste of them too. So here, let me see. This thing is okay. There we go. So guys, I'm letting you know right now that the rock fishing is still on. I'm going to tell you right now that the crabbing is definitely on throughout the whole shoreboard, right? The western shoreboard from California and up, right, into Washington. You guys should catch your crab now if you need them for any special occasion, because they're getting ready to go on the molt. So, but they're still full. So, if you need some crab, go out and get your crab right now. If you've noticed, there's been some videos of me being going out with Dustin, so that we can load up our freezer full of that crab. If you go back on my Godsend Adventure, I actually teach you guys how to shake the crab. And shaking crab is a way to preserve them in the milk in the freezer for a long period of time, right? So that way you've always got them. If you want to make mushroom stuffed crabs, then you've got the crab to do that, right? You want to make some Krabby Patties, you want to make some crab soup. That way you guys have got it. So, because we're going to go through that molting period, and that molting period is going to take, about a month, month and a half, and there's just not going to be much there, right? So go get your crab right now. Go get your rockfish. Now, the elephant in the room. So the salmon are everywhere, you guys. It's just been amazing to me. So the salmon held really well going up into the rivers now, you guys. Bryce showed me some cut meat from some of the springers. So okay, so Jeff, yes, so the hoodies are out, and I'll get to that. Okay, so Bryce showed me some of the meat that he cut from the salmon that we would have thought that, just because they were bronze or a little bit starting to darken, that meat would not be any good. Well, guess what? Because the water held and they kept the water going through, those fish are still good. And you guys know me, I don't want you to harass the fish once they get past a certain point. But I would say in this next week, I would go after those fish. I'm actually thinking about making a run up to one of the big hatcheries because I wanted to throw the emerald at them. So I wanted to throw the emerald at them so we can get some video for you guys of what this thing will do. So I'm actually thinking about going up and doing that, and bringing some guys with me so that we can do some underwater footage for you guys too. So, okay, so there's that salmon report for the rivers. Now, let's face it, the ocean's loaded, you guys. And I do believe that those Chinook are just itching at the bit to run in, right? The tuna are out 40, 50 miles. So we know that water is getting warm. And there's still enough cool water in these coastal rivers for them to come and be active, right? I see that Buoy 10 is already getting active. Thank you, Brandon Hunter, which is a new guide. We need to sponsor him. That young man has been very kind to this company and to me personally. So we need to do some things with him. So we'll do that. He invited us up on August the 9th to go fishing with him. The lipstick tournament is coming up on August the 15th. So just to let you know that I think that the rivers from Astoria on down, as well as the ocean, we're going to start seeing some very big Chinook, okay? So you be out coho fishing and end up hooking a Chinook too. So if the weather permits, I would definitely be out there fishing. We had a couple of days here where Dustin's like, nope, and he's on vacation. Nope, we are not going out because it's just too risky. And he's got a big sled. So, we could get out there, and you don't have to go that far out to get to them. But it was just unsafe, right? So, like I said, if you did come over to do some salmon fishing, check out your local. The wife came in. Okay, so now let me. So all the way around, okay, guys, I would say quit wishing and go fishing. The Cabazon are available to us. The lingcod are still biting. They're not as much as they are November, December, January into the spring, but there is still some of those out there. The lingcod, you can still get out and catch your lingcod. So I'm just going to say all the way around that the ocean right now, if it's a good day, and if it's not, call one of your charters, okay? All right, so the crabbing has now been handled. The fishing has now been handled. Let me go to where Jeff said about the hoodie. Guys, Joe is just getting really, really, really good at this, okay? So we wanted something that when you put it on that you would be happy to wear it and that it was comfortable. But I wanted it to be cool. So we did this. So because that we are two companies, right? The Godsent and then the Primal Strike baits. Now, I sort of need to clarify that for everybody. Um, we started this out as a scent company, and it grew from there, which was fine because I've always wanted to be like the Lure Jensen from the Pacific Northwest, and we're almost there. But the scent company was Godsent Fishing, and then we started getting into the rest of it. So now we switched over to Primal Strike Baits. Godsent Fishing is still there. You'll still be able to go to the site at godsentfishing.net, and end up in the same spot. But I have exciting news tonight. So on August the 1st, the first tanks will go in, and this process takes some time. But we all know that it's very hard to get our shrimp that are cured. Guess what? We're going to try our best to fulfill that need for you guys, as well as the scents that come from that. Okay. So we are now working on getting the tanks in as of August the 1st, to fulfill that need for our cured shrimp when we go plunk, troll. Right now, they're up in Baker Lake, right? So Washington's going to take a lot for those sockeye. They're going to take a lot of those shrimp and put them in there. And by the end of that season, there's just no shrimp that are cured left for us. The companies have tried to keep up, and I appreciate what they did. We're going to do our part to help with that as well by bringing in some other shrimp, but our shrimp won't be frozen. Our shrimp will be fresh, put into the container, and then let to cure. So, and of course, when I put them into my cure, it's stuff that we make ourselves, right? And we know from the scent business what to put in there. So be looking forward to that, you guys. And that's all from the support of the people that have been ordering. Guys, I need to explain this to you. Okay. So these guys right here, that's a single. And these were just testers for us, right? Because I wanted to see what they did in the water. It turns out they really like it. So I think we'll do a Friday night beer and bait lab, you guys. Oh, speaking of which, it's not beer. It's just a really cool mug. So I love these pewter mugs. They're very, very hard to find. I got very lucky and scored one. So hang on. So tomorrow, the goal is because that some of the guides through Dustin, thank you, Dustin, for that. Some of the guides have said, "Hey, I don't think we need any color on these, right?" Well, of course, we've got the flash built in, and then this is sort of dull, and I like this pink dull, but we're gonna shine it up for the fishermen. But the question is because of what it does for the action wise, does it even need color? And there's a reason for that, because that we don't want them to be attracted to the flasher. We want them to be attracted to the bait that's behind it. Very good question. So to Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll be out testing with absolutely nothing on these, just to see what it does, right? Because that we have a feeling that it is the action, the sound, all of the things that are built into it. But if you don't need the flash, then we know that it's the movement. So we're going to be testing that tomorrow. It's a big experiment. There's quite a few people interested in it, and then we'll just keep dialing in the colors, right? Because that water conditions for ocean, for river, tidal, all of those things come into play, right? So, what happens if I told you guys that these, you're trolling up a river in a stream in the fresh water, and these will still work? So, there's very many exciting things about to happen, you guys. So, that was from all of your support so that we could do that. Ah, I do believe Joe's coming to join us, you guys. So, let me get this turned around and get it set up so that she can come and join us. So, what do you guys think of the hoodie? I like the fact that it has the logo on the top of it too. As we're, oh, honey, you're going to need to leave us out there so that I can turn the camera to us.
Well,
No, you got to bring, yeah, I got to bring it back and I'll just turn the camera to us. So, but I hope that you guys like the hoodies. I can't because I can't turn the camera that far, honey. So here we go. Guess what, guys? We have a guest inside of the inside of us with us tonight. Let me move all the lights around here a little bit, and there we go. Let me close the door too.
okay, so I've been busy away making some different things for our new logo. What do you guys think of this logo? I want to hear you in the comments comment on our new logo because I think Primal Strike Baits is the most coolest logo in the fishing industry right now. It is just the coolest. So that's one thing that we have going.
Got it.
And then we have our sweatshirts and t-shirts with our logo on it for sale. And we're going to do the markets locally right now. And then we will be posting these online very soon. So please go out on primalstrikebaits.com and look at our store because these are going up online pretty soon. But I'm so excited about our logo. It's just the coolest out there, I think. This fish is deadly. It's called the deadly catch, right? in the realm of fishing.
Yeah, in the realm of fishing, and okay, so it's sort of a salmon, sort of a toothy thing, but it's probably pretty primal,
yeah.
right?
It's primal, but you notice the hook, and that's one of our logos too. Keep on hooking or happy hooking.
Happy hooking has always been one of our.
So I wanted to explain to you guys that Godsent is not gone. Godsent is our sister company, and Godsent is for our scent, which is what it began with from the very beginning. Our scent that Kurt developed is unique. You're never going to find it anywhere on this earth because he created it. It's his. Nobody else has it. And let me tell you something. He says it needs more work. It doesn't. It catches fish, and I can tell you that right now. So he's got his scents. His scent sticks. Are they still online for sale, or did you take
So
them
I
down?
took the scent sticks off for a little bit. I know what I have there, and they do work very, very well. I will repost them. I just didn't like the packaging labeling on them.
Well, you know what? Who cares about the label? This is where I'm coming from. Kurt and I go back and forth on this stuff all the time. The scent works, you guys. And the nice thing about it is you're not slopping it all over the place. It's a stick. It's solid. You put it on your bait, whatever it may be, your hook, your lead, whatever, and your boat for that matter.
Oh, we'd have a guy that did that.
Yeah, Kurt did it. And
No, a guy did
a
it.
guy did it. And so anyways, but I'm telling you guys, Kurt's scent sticks really do work. And they come in anise or sand shrimp. And that's how the business got started from the very get-go, was through Godsent. And so we started up Primal Strike Baits, and this is going to be our bait line. This is everything to do with baits. And the Godsent fishing is now going to be our Godsent product, our scent product. And we're going to be expanding on that in the future. So be looking, because that scent is going to be huge. And I'm just telling you, he's caught fish. It stays on your bait longer than the liquid, and it attracts them like none other. And he is the original scent stick maker. So if anybody's out there and they're putting together a scent stick, just so you guys know, Kurt is the original scent stick maker. And God Scent is unlike any other scent because it is totally organic. It doesn't harm the environment, and it catches fish. And we have a lot of testimonials to prove that. So I think he needs to get it back out there myself. I'm all about the scent myself. But anyways, ask him for the God Scent. If you want the scent, let him know. He'll get it back out there. But in the meantime, we got some really great new creations coming under Primal Strike Baits. And be sure to look on our website, primalstrikebaits.com, because he's got a great flasher set. I'll tell you what, they're catching fish like crazy. And the siren flashers are going off the shelf. He can't even keep them in stock. You guys, because
you guys ran out of powder coating.
You ran him out of powder coating. Literally.
I have pounds of the stuff.
He's got a lot of orders coming for those siren flashers. Those siren flashers are the new 360s, I'm telling you. They really are. And if you guys are tired of not catching fish on the 360s, you better try the siren flashers, because they make just enough wiggle and just enough noise to draw the fish. So check those out on primalstrikebaits.com. All right, I've said enough. I'm out of here. Good to talk to you all, and happy hooking.
Guys, you're very rarely going to get to see this. I love you, my love. Now, let me tell you something about that lady right there. That lady right there is a Alaskan commercial fisher lady, and she's been doing it since she was a child. And her dad used to take her out and take her fishing all the time. So when she says that she knows something about salmon fishing, about halibut fishing, all the rest of it, that lady actually knows. And that's probably why I've gotten away with as much as I've gotten away with, you guys, is because that she's a fisherman's daughter. And back in the day where, we didn't have all the regulations and all the rest of that. Hey, welcome in, Auto Magic. I think I've welcomed everybody in. Back in the day when they could still go out and go fish, right? That's it. And that lady knows fishing. She knows that I'm not hoodwinking anybody when I say that we've got products that are working. Guys, so I sort of backed off on the lure because the Ball Buster actually works. We know it does. But there was a problem with pickup after it went down, because it goes down so fast and hits the bottom that when we picked the lure up and the blade was coming back, there was a delay for that blade to pick up the water and spin. I do believe I fixed that with the inlines, but we're checking on the inlines right now, because I don't want to. It was this morning, my whole morning was down at the lake, putting the Ball Buster in. Then I went into the brackish water with it. So, we have that opportunity to test all that out. I do know that the Emerald is ready to go. That's going to be in the copper only right now. And then, of course, we built that in there for you as well. We built in the fact that when copper touches lead, it makes a very distinctive sound that the fish like. So we built that in for you as well. Okay, guys. So listen, I'm telling you right now, go fishing. The Rivers, Bryce, Fish on Bryce was gracious enough to call and let us know that the fish are still cutting good. I don't think that that's going to last much longer. So there is still some springers to be had. If you know where to go catch them, go catch them. I wanted to get out and go do that. We had the orders up, but then I ran out of powder coating. Literally, guys, I have pounds of this stuff. They're big bags. That's how many of those flashers went out. I think I know why, because that you guys saw the video. I'm fishing and the fish going because the fish has a chance to do that now. And that's sort of what I was looking for, right? Because I like fighting my fish, be it 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes for a Chinook, right? I want to be able to feel that. If you guys notice, I'm just sort of standing there going, "Yeah, that's cool." I love that peel of the reel. It's just one of my favorite things. That's why I went after the big game for so long, because I like, I like seeing that line go, and then to see if you can catch up to it. Right, there is fun with that. Um, so, guys, we have some shows coming up. We will be in Winchester. We will be at the fly fishing or the veterans fishing event. I believe it's in Redmond. We'll be at a few different shows. I really wanted to try to get down to the lipstick tournament, to support those ladies down there, especially if there's any lady veterans there. So if you do watch this, if you are a lady veteran, trust me, we've got your back. Robert's coming in this week. We're setting up big tanks to start the shrimp. That's going to be a pretty amazing thing for you guys. There's nothing like a shrimp that was still kicking when you put him in the brine. It's going to be interesting, you guys. And I will get the set back out there. The tube is fine. I just don't like the labeling on it, and it's hard to get labeling to go around that small tube. And I just thought it sort of looked sort of chintzy. So, oh yeah. And guys, thank you once again. And if you're in now, please don't forget to go like and follow on the Primal Strike Facebook page. We can go live there now. I could not hook it up tonight because it just happened today. So we'll get that set up for you guys. The other channels, we'll call those in as we get into the rivers, so that you guys can do that. You know why you're late, Joshua Pardee? Because you were out working your butt off, young man. So don't worry about that. So, guys, you know what? We're just really, really excited. And when you purchase things from Godsent, obviously we're using it to do research to find new stuff. And I actually had to close down some of that stuff because that, guys, I looked at my site on my on my Shopify site, which was godsentfishing.net or the primalstrikebaits.com. Guys, we had 580 products on there. And I told my wife, I said, honey, I can't keep up with that. So what we decided to do was Josh was very good to go in and help us clean it out. And that man knows computers, you guys. If you need that service, please do not be afraid to talk to him, okay? So guys, we cleaned up the site. We have so much original stuff that you guys are really going to enjoy the site. You're going to actually be able to go in. You'll see some of the similar stuff, but we are the ones that came out with it first. And it doesn't matter who has it or when it came out, I guess, or what colors it is. It matters about what the price breakdown is, right? And let me tell you something. I'm really upset right now. I actually ate some money this last week, and I don't care on the shipping. The shipping keeps going up and up and up and up and up and up. So it looks like we've got it down to where it's by the ounce, you guys. And that's why you're not seeing a lot of the hoodies up there. You're not seeing a lot of these things because the fact is that the shipping is really upsetting me. Guys, please leave me a message. I know I pay the shipping, okay, and I've paid some pretty exuberant ones, okay, because I needed the product. But if that's a thing and I'm fretting about nothing, because I'm always going to keep it the lowest as I can, because I'm shipping by ounce. And I've checked the other shipping companies. I just don't know what to say about that. It just sort of upsets me, right? But check this out. I love this hoodie. When it's raining, come on, guys. That's a cool hoodie, okay? Because it's got the logo on the top, right? And it's got the logo on the chest. And then Joe wants to put the stuff on the sleeve too. So I think that that's all starting to come together too. And I know which hoodies to buy because that we have those hoodies that I've had for years that withstand our Oregon coastal stuff, you guys. It can get pretty wet and pretty nasty and wet, and I still stay dry and I still stay warm. So I'll definitely be ordering those in. Now, those ones go up, right? So that's why we were sort of trying to think about doing some shows like Portland area, Bend area, down in Coquille, which is one of our favorite places. Coos Bay and on down. We love that area too. We love it in Astoria and up. So we're thinking about doing those types of things so that we can cut out that shipping because guys, that could get up to $10. Okay, $10, that buys almost a whole other hoodie or t-shirt, right? So that's the way I'm looking at it, especially in this day and age. I mean, come on, gas is $4 a gallon. Oh, I wanted to get back to my conversation today with the ODFW. That guy's like me. He must be from Texas. He had some bullshit with him, but he had some serious stuff too, right? So when we actually got into the conversation, I actually understood where he was coming from. And this guy was one of the ones that I've known for a while and dealt with for a while, and I know that he actually got stuck up from a landslide, right? And got stuck out all night. And the guy knew how to survive, right? Built a fire, had his jerky, had all the rest of it, right? He just counted fish the whole time he was up there at night. This is my kind of guy. He's a total Oregonian all of his life. And he explained to me, he said, listen, the coho on the ALSI, the commissioners asked everybody to file with the federal government. So maybe we all jumped the gun on that. That's not back in yet. So yeah, okay. I'll cut the slack where the slack needs to be cut because I got on my soapbox about it last week and I was pretty upset. So now I'm not upset. I had a good conversation with him today and sent me links, sent me all that stuff. So I'll finish studying up because there's quite a few in there. So I'll finish studying up about that before we proceed forward with anything else. You know what, guys? It's always great to get together with you on Monday night. You know what? I see all of the people in here that we'll see. Yep. Okay. So, you know what? It's really awesome to come in on the Monday nights. And that's why I've made sure that I've kept it consistent. And Josh and I were off, in Colorado, and we still kept the Monday night consistent because that I enjoy being in with all of you guys, right? And I'm sitting here reading all the stuff, you guys. So, please join us, enjoy us. And I'm telling you, the fishing reports that are inside of the text messages that don't show up anywhere else. You guys can actually find out some very good fishing information. That's why we call it a fishing report. All right, everybody. So thank you. And listen, I like these because that the fish can peel the drag. I don't like this, and I'm just dragging a fish in. I want that fish to go the other way. I, you know, the fight is what it's about. We're going to catch them if we were meant to catch them. So enjoy, guys. And the emails that I've been getting, you know what? Thank you for your kindness for that too. That's really been cool. I didn't know anybody really had the email address, right? I put it up, but nobody's really emailed. Now I'm getting a lot of emails. So, and people are asking for colors. Oh, and we just got a new powder coating company on today too that actually emailed us and let us know all the stuff they had and told us that if we wanted to mix colors and make something, that we could. So I think that Friday night beer and bait lab, not that I'm drinking beer, that Friday night beer and bait lab is going to be really fun, you guys. I think that we're going to be able to mix some stuff up and check some stuff out. All right, everybody. Good night. The wife came out, let you guys know that obviously she feels very comfortable with these. We still have the Godsent ones, same company. I've been wearing mine now for a year, well, almost a year. I'd say 8 months, 9 months, no, 10 months, right around there. And we've washed them because I'm a dirty guy. And so they've lasted, right? So I'm a firm believer in that this company that does this, they make a quality product. So you guys are not going to buy a hoodie that's going to fall apart on you or a t-shirt that's going to fall apart on you. All right, guys. Yeah, don't forget to go check out. So it's primalstrikebaits.com. And as you guys know, godsentfishing.net is still there. They're both the same site. We cleaned it up so that you guys can go in and not get confused by 580 products. My bad. I was a little busy creating baits. But now we're working baits, so and we're pretty excited about what came out of all that. So it was awesome. All right, everybody. Good night. It was great hanging out with you. We'll see you again next Monday night at 7 o'clock. Jeff Stroger, thank you for moderating in and on the net. Thank you so much for getting us all set out. Guys, if you want to see his videos, you'll notice that the store's up there on there as well, and you can place orders there too. But just to be, just to see what's out there and what's coming out new. And then eventually that'll happen with all this stuff here too, because that young man in and on the net knows how to run a computer. There's no doubt about that. All right, everybody. Good night and happy hooking and tight lines, everybody. And there'll be a video coming of me out with Dustin fishing if the weather lets us. And we're going to try just simple blanks. Nothing on them. We're just going to hook them together and put a bait behind them. Let's see what happens. All right, everybody. Good night.
Colors do work.
There it is. The Primal Strike flasher. Putting in the work, baby. Putting in the work.
Here's some pliers for you.